Hey, wait. Before you scroll past this video, I want to ask you one question. Have you ever been so nice to someone, helped them, supported them, never said no to them, and then one day, they just walked away? Just like that. No thank you, no goodbye, just gone. And you sat there thinking, what did I do wrong? And the scary answer is, you did everything right. That's what makes this story so painful and so powerful. Today, I'm going to tell you about a boy named Aryan, a 17-year-old boy from a small town in India. A boy who was known as the nicest guy in school. Everyone liked him, everyone used him, and nobody respected him. And then one day, something happened. Something small, something quiet, but it changed everything. And by the end of this story, I promise you, you will never look at the word nice the same way again. So stay with me, don't go anywhere, because around the middle of this video, I'm going to reveal something about human psychology that most people live their entire lives without understanding. Are you ready? Let's go. A small town, dusty roads, a little tea stall near the school gate. Students rushing in with their bags, laughing, shouting, the usual morning chaos. And there, near the gate, always near the gate, stands Aryan, holding someone else's bag. Aryan was 17. He had warm eyes, a quiet voice, and a habit, a dangerous habit, of saying yes to everything. His classmates would say, "Aryan, can you do my homework?" And Aryan would say, "Sure, no problem." "Aryan, can I borrow your lunch money?" "Of course, take it." "Aryan, come carry these books to the classroom." And Aryan would pick them up, smiling. Now, here's my first question for you. If you were Aryan, would you do the same? Say yes to everything just to keep everyone happy? Think about it, because your honest answer says a lot about you. Now, Aryan had one best friend. His name was Ravi, and Ravi was the popular one, the guy everyone wanted to sit next to. Loud, confident, funny. Aryan loved Ravi like a brother. He lent him money he never got back. He covered for him when Ravi skipped class. He stayed up all night to help Ravi pass his exams. And Ravi liked Aryan, but he didn't respect him. And that difference, like versus respect, is the whole story. One afternoon, there was a group project. The teacher said, every group needs a leader. Ravi stood up immediately and said, "I'll lead the group," and everyone clapped. Then the teacher asked, "Who wants to be the co-leader?" Silence. Then Ravi laughed and said, "Put Aryan. He'll do whatever we say anyway." The class laughed. Aryan smiled too, but something inside him cracked. Now, this is the part of the story where most people would say, okay, Aryan got angry, and that's when he changed. But no, the real moment was much quieter than that. That same evening, Aryan was sitting on the roof of his house. The sky was turning orange and pink. He had his notebook open, and his little sister came up and sat next to him. She was 11 years old. Her name was Priya. She looked at the notebook, then looked at Aryan and said, "Baya, why do you always do his work? You're smarter than him." Aryan laughed. "He's my friend." Priya made a face and said, "If he's your friend, why does he laugh at you in class?" That question, that one small, innocent question from an 11-year-old girl, hit Aryan like a truck. because he had no answer. He sat there, the pen in his hand, Ravi's homework half finished in front of him, the orange sky fading to gray. And he thought, when was the last time Ravi asked how I was doing? When was the last time he helped me with anything? When was the last time anyone did something for me without me asking first? The answer? He couldn't remember. And here is my second question for you. Have you ever had a moment like this? A quiet moment where you suddenly saw the truth about a friendship? Because Aryan did. And what he did next, nobody expected. The next day at school, Ravi came running. "Bye, did you finish the project?" Aryan said, calmly, quietly, "No." Ravi blinked. "What?" "I didn't finish it. I had my own work." Ravi stared at him like he was speaking a different language. "Are you serious? The submission is today." Aryan just said, "I know. You should have started earlier." And he walked away. He closed the notebook, put the cap back on the pen, and he left Ravi's homework unfinished. For the first time in 3 years. Now, here's the fun part. The part I love. You want to know what happened to Ravi? He panicked. He rushed. He scrambled. He actually did the work himself. Probably for the first time in months. And you know what? He submitted it. Late, but he did it. And that day, something in the way Ravi looked at Aryan changed. Over the next few weeks, Aryan changed. Not in a dramatic, movie-style way, no gym montage, no new hairstyle. Just quietly, he started saying no. Not rudely, not with anger, just calmly, firmly, with a smile. "Can you do my homework?" "Sorry, I'm busy." "Can I borrow money?" "I don't have extra right now." "Come carry these books?" "I can't. I have somewhere to be." And you know what happened? Something magical. The people who used him drifted away. And Aryan felt, for the first time, relief. Not sadness, relief. But the people who actually valued him, they came closer. Because suddenly, Aryan had weight to him. He had standards. He had self-respect. And here's the third question. If you were in Aryan's place, would you be scared to say no? What do you think you would lose? Because here's the truth. Most people are terrified to say no. They think they'll lose friends, they'll be left alone, they'll be called selfish or rude. But Aryan discovered something different. He discovered that people don't leave when you have self-respect. The wrong people leave. And that's not a loss. That's a cleaning. Hey, by the way, if this is your first time here, welcome. I'm Tara, and this is Fluent English with Tara, where we do something a little different. We don't just teach English, we teach English through stories, real human stories that teach you something about life, about people, and about yourself. So if you want to grow your English and your mindset at the same time, you are in exactly the right place. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell, because every week we have a new story waiting for you. Now, let's get back to Aryan, because the best part is coming. Now, I want to talk about why this happens. Why do good people become doormats? Psychologists call it fawn response. It's a trauma response, just like fight or flight, where a person learns, usually from childhood, that being agreeable keeps them safe, keeps people from getting angry, keeps people from leaving. So they overgive, they overhelp, they say yes when they want to scream no. And here's the dark part. The more you do this, the more you train people to expect it from you. You literally teach people how to treat you. If you always say yes, people stop appreciating the yes. It becomes expected. But the moment you say no, suddenly you have value. Suddenly people think, wait, this person has a limit. This person has a life. This person matters. There's a beautiful philosophical idea here. The sun gives light every single day, but we only appreciate it after a dark night. Aryan was giving his light every single day to people who never once sat in the dark. They never missed him, never needed him, because he never let himself be missed. The moment he stepped back, they noticed. And that moment, that quiet, uncomfortable, brave moment of saying no, that was the moment Aryan became someone worth knowing. Not because he stopped being kind, but because he stopped being free. There is a difference between kindness and desperation, between generosity and fear. Kindness given from strength is beautiful. Kindness given from fear of rejection is invisible and exhausting. So, what happened to Aryan and Ravi? After a few weeks of Aryan's quiet change, Ravi came to him one day. Not to ask for anything, he just sat next to him at the tea stall near the school gate. For a while, nobody said anything. Then Ravi said, "You changed." Aryan smiled. "Yeah." "I don't like it," Ravi said honestly. And Aryan laughed, actually laughed, and said, "I know, but I do." And you know what? That was the most honest conversation they'd ever had. Ravi didn't fully understand it, but somewhere deep down, he respected it. They were still friends, but different now. Equal now. Not one person giving everything while the other took. Two people, both showing up, both caring, both saying no sometimes, and yes sometimes. That's friendship. Real friendship. And here's the last question I want to leave you with. Right now, in your life, is there someone you are being too nice to? Someone who takes your time, your energy, your help, and gives nothing back? You don't have to answer out loud. Just sit with that question tonight. Because the moment you answer it honestly, that's your rooftop sunset moment. That's your Aryan moment. And everything after that changes. So, to wrap it up, what did we learn today? Being nice is beautiful. Being kind is powerful. But being used, while calling it kindness, that's just fear wearing a smile. Stop being a doormat, not because people don't deserve your kindness, but because you deserve your own kindness first. Aryan didn't stop being a good person. He started being one, to himself. And that, my friends, is a life lesson and also perfect English storytelling, all in one. If this story made you think, made you feel something, or made you check yourself, even for a second, please give this video a thumbs up. It truly helps this channel grow and reach more people who need to hear this. And if you want more stories like this, check out our playlist linked right up here. Each story is a new life lesson wrapped in beautiful English. Also, check the description below for more resources, the channel playlist, and story links. I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourself. And remember, your kindness is valuable. Don't give it away for free to people who don't even notice it.